Hello everybody, Frank here again, this time with a Eurovan. Pretty cool one. Winnebago camper spec 1995 and 56-ish thousand miles, which is pretty darn low for these. So let's take a look around, see what we're looking at. Pretty clean. You can see the Winnebago logo up there is faded away, but body's very straight, no real dents. Paint's in good shape. There are some rock chips to the front end. If you're familiar with these cars at all, you know they're pretty upright, so they tend to collect rocks and stone chips. Little pit here on the windshield. No major cracks in the windshield, however. The tires are brand spanking new. They're Sumitomo's and they are 6 weeks of 2023. So I do know, so this van was donated by its long-term owner. They stopped driving it a number of years back because they weren't using it that much to begin with, if you couldn't tell by the mileage count. But they parked it because the alternator went out. They didn't really want to deal with it, so they parked it. So it sat parked for, I want to say, like 6 years. And so it was then they decided to donate it. And when they did that, they, in order to prep it for the sale, the charity company, Car Donation Services, they went ahead and replaced the tires because they were rotted out. So that's why those are brand new. Replaced the alternator and just, made sure it passed smog and was running. It has passed California smog, so that's taken care of. Got it cleaned up, and she's ready for a new home. There is this pretty significant crack here on the shell of the top. The seal itself looks pretty good. I might try and pop here in this video, but it does open. I do have photos of it with the top popped. I don't really want to mess with it because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to force anything. But yeah, I would, that's repairable. You can certainly fiberglass repair that. It's not the end of the world. That's really the biggest issue with this van. It's got all the little storage spaces. Some of the interior plastics do have some cracks. Super common on this stuff. Age and just the type of plastics they use. It's pretty hard, brittle plastic. So that's par for the course on these. It's got a closet. My understanding is all of these accessories work. We do have the pump, so you put water in here, I believe. Yep. And then we've got, I did flip this earlier and I heard the pump run. I suppose I have to have it running to do that. So maybe I'll leave this open, we'll come back and I'll fire it up. It's got the little sleeper pad. Pretty good shape. It's a little dirty. Probably use a little bit of a clean. I'll leave this open for now. We can come back here once we get it running. Why don't I just do that right now? All this trim is in pretty good shape on the door. See where I put the key. That would be helpful. In the ignition. It's a good place to keep it, I suppose. Seats are nice. This excellent, very 1990s pattern to it. ahead and give her a start. 56,308 miles, where we're at right now. It does drive pretty darn well. I've driven it a little bit, and it drives nice. I think that the new tires are a testament to that. The dash is in good shape. No cracking or anything there, but you can see this trim on the A-pillars, which them breaking and cracking are pretty common, and this one's no exception to that on both sides. Pretty good cracking here. I couldn't get the power mirrors to do their thing, but it's for both sides. So that makes me think it's either just something like a fuse, or perhaps the switch is no good. Window switches work. Auto down, auto up, works on both, so that's good. Engine sounds healthy. Does have this Sony tape deck in here. Does work. I have the antenna retracted because I just got it washed, but it does work. I haven't tested the tape deck, so you know, if you're into listening to tape, you're just gonna have to roll the dice on that. AC does work and does blow cold. Another common thing on these, and really most of the German cars from the 90s, you can see some of the foam is starting to blow out. They have some foam seals on the inside of these. Oh, yep, that one piece just flew out. And it's very common that they break down and they start coming out the vents. AC still blows nice, it still blows cold. The blend door works. So that's all good. The rear heater, you can hear it going. So that functions. The little readout on the Prendl here on the shifter. Still not convinced that Prendl's a real world word, but I'm going to keep using it. A little mark on this floor cover here. All right, let's go check out what's in the back. I could climb through there, but I don't feel like it. See what's over here. Again, this trim is in pretty good shape too. As is the seat. I'm pretty confident this fire extinguisher probably should be replaced. I know those have a certain lifespan on them, so you know, for safety, you probably want a new fire extinguisher. Because I'm willing to bet that that is original. And back here, it's nice back here. Again, I know this pop top pops. I've seen it popped. I don't really know how to do it. I guess you just undo this and push it up, but I don't want to force anything. It is functional though. I'll make sure to have some photos in the auction. Got our refrigerator here, which you can power it a few different ways. We've got gas, the battery's good. Got some things in the tanks. Let me turn this guy off. All right, I think in order to get this guy open, I gotta set y'all's down, so hang tight. Okay, there's the sink. There's the stove. Don't really know how to fire this guy up. Should I just see what happens? I don't know. Yeah, I heard some gas. Maybe it's match light. Looks like it. I don't see any other sparker dude. Oh. Look at that. The sync works. Trim back here is pretty darn good. Still are some cracks in some spots, but definitely better than that A-pillar trim. Got a thermostat. This thing's pretty excellent. Those are fun. Okay, well, let me go to the back once more. And I guess we got to pop the trunk too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I can hear the pump. Yeah. Excellent. Clean off some pressure. What do we got in here? Okay, so we've got fuses. This is basically everything for all the power is. Some like shower curtain looking things and some extras in there. Let's pop the hood real quick. We'll poke around there and we'll go for a quick drive. This thing is rad. Not a whole lot to report here. Everything looks the way it's supposed to. Sounds good. Idling smooth. All good stuff. All right, let's go get her on the road and we'll take a nice boring drive in the Eurovan. All right, let's go. Okay, let's start her up and go for a spin. So this will not be particularly, he tried to say, thrilling ride we're gonna take because this is what it is. But we'll go for a quick drive anyways. Plenty of things jiggling around and making noise in the back, so be aware of that. Brakes feel good. Don't feel any weird lumps or bumps or anything in the suspension. It seems to track pretty straight. Transmission shifts well. Pretty sweet camper van, if you ask me. All right, well, that is pretty much it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 56,000 mile Eurovan camper. Pretty rad. I expect this to do quite well at auction because it is clean and it's a nice shape and it seems mechanically sound. It's got fresh tires and yeah, it's ready to get out into the world. So head on over to Cars and Bids if you haven't already to check this one out. Bid often, bid early. The proceeds of this are actually going to charity, which is excellent. And yeah, that's kind of it. So go check it out. Thanks for watching the video here. And yeah, be interesting to see what it does at auction. All right, thanks guys.